Hello, welcome. I'm going to show you the Q4 video game releases from 2020 that have physical bonus items. Now these are typically day one launch day editions. Sometimes the items will always be packaged with the game. You're never really sure. And these are just mainstream releases, no store exclusives, and no giant collector's editions. Just, the one game that was available at release, one version. And there were, as far as I know, 18 games with bonus items, but I only have 13 of them. That's still a lot to show you. But the ones I don't have are Nintendo's Fire Emblem Limited Edition. That's a release of the original Fire Emblem. And then I think the rest are all from I Am 8-Bit and Skybound. Typically, you can get an exclusive version from the I Am 8-Bit store, and then Skybound distributed them at some other retailers. So those would be 2 Ori games on Switch, Sayonara Wild Hearts, and The Pathless. Let me get going here because there's a lot to show you. So this released on October 6th. It's Ministry of Broadcast, and it's in an exterior cardboard case. It comes with a SteelBook, but the game itself is just in a regular case. The SteelBook is separate from it. So you just get your regular game in here, and then this SteelBook. As I often mention in these quarter videos, your standard items are typically art books, art cards, soundtracks, and SteelBooks. And here's a visual novel. There's a bunch of these, and they often like to give you art items. I don't know how you pronounce this. I believe it's Piofiore, Faded Memories from Axis. This released on October 8th. And this does specifically tell you on the box what it has, so you know it's the launch day edition. It might be the only edition they ever sell. Sometimes you can't tell, especially when you buy online, if you're getting the day one editions or not. And they all have the same back. Okay, for October 13th, there is Prinny 1 and 2 Exploded and Reloaded. Just Dessert Edition. It's a long title. So these were originally, I believe, released on the I want to say, actually, one might be on PSP, one might be on Vita. I don't know if they were both Vita. I didn't double check that, but yeah, they were handheld PlayStation portable type games that were ported to the Switch. And NIS America just gives us this big bundle with a lot of stuff. I think this outer bit is the slipcover itself, so there's more artwork in here on the box. And let's see, there's a lot in here. So I get the game. That's all that's in here. And just a little tech support paper. This is a Prinny that you can build. It's a similar style to Lego bricks, but it's not branded Lego bricks, it's just some kind of plastic blocks. Let's see what is in here. Oh, a soundtrack. Yep, soundtrack. Prinny's Awesome Mix. And jewel case is busted, but sometimes you get things that are broken. And a poster. It says Asagi Wars, The Vengeance of Asagi. I'm not a Prinny expert, but that's another character in the game, and I want to say that's another mode in one of the games. I didn't play them long enough. So it has some kind of mark on it. More damage, I guess. This is an art book. It's a lot of Prinny art. Alright, next one, also released on October 13th. Robotics Notes Elite and Dash Double Pack. So, as I was saying, you don't always know which version you're getting, and in cases like this, I think the publisher will use the same barcode if it releases a regular non-day one edition as it did for this. So when you buy, especially online, you can't tell which version you're getting because retailers will not have separate store listings. And for this one, Best Buy changed its listing to say Standard Edition back in December. But most retailers didn't. So when I bought this, I ordered this in January. I had no idea if I was going to get the day one or not, but I happened to get it. Because sometimes these are available, like I said, for a long time. You don't know if you need to buy at launch or if you can wait for it to be discounted. I did get this on sale at half price, so I was a little surprised I got the day one edition. You get the exterior box. It just holds a pin set with the game. It does say day one on the internal box. It doesn't always. And this artwork is of course different. So if it is released without a day one edition, just a standard, I don't know what the box, which artwork they'll end up using. So the box that holds the pins is designed to look like basically like the smartphone the characters use. It's called something else in game. I think it says on the box. It's kind of droid. See, exclusive day one edition pins in a phone droid box. And it's got a magnetic seal to hold the cover. So you get the main characters and a robot. Next one, released on October 27th. This is the last one for October. Trails of Cold... Well, actually, The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4 Frontline Edition. So, we got game disc, the soundtrack, and booklet here. Just a warranty tech support. Yeah, this will be actually an art book. Soundtrack, well, it's not a full soundtrack, it just has 5 songs on it. Okay, to kick off November 3rd, L.O.L. Surprise Remix Re-Rule the World. Based on some kind of toy line, I believe. Comes with a charm. Every box has a random character, I believe. I don't know if this says who it is, and I wouldn't know. Yeah, I don't see a name, but that's one of the characters. Target also has its own exclusive edition that comes with a charm and a poster, I believe. Also, November 3rd, Mortal Shell. This includes a poster, and I believe this is an art book. You get some light glare if I tilt things the wrong way. It's just from the window. Try to get some of these back in the package. Those big ones. I'm throwing them on the floor, making a mess. Another visual novel. I've had a few of these. This one is November 5th. Café Enchanté. So, got more art cards. All have the same on one side and then characters on the other. There's Here's another big one. This one from Xseed and Marvelous. Sakuna of Rice and Rune Divine Edition. It's released November 10th. And the next two are also November 10th. Well, the soundtrack is still sealed, so I can rip it open. Looks like it's probably a 2-disc set. Oh, nope, 3 discs. 3 discs. There we go. This one just popped out. And it says a Japanese Lucky Charm. I think the box called this something different. They call it a cloth omamori charm, which I guess is the same thing as a Japanese Lucky Charm. The game, which has a manual and an art book, really large one. Alright, Falconeer, which is one of those weird Xbox boxes. They're now putting Series X and Xbox One in the same box, but this one has the sticker saying it's optimized for Series X. This is by Wired Productions, which always typically also has, aside from bonus item, its own code, which I used, so it has an X on it. Usually just get like this gives you some bonus digital content. I believe it has, it says here, but it was a soundtrack, I believe. I downloaded some music and a lenticular card. Not sure the light, how easy that is to see, but there's a large falcon flying, some things being shot, and some stickers. And just another warranty tech support card. Yakuza Like a Dragon de Ichi SteelBook Edition. I believe that's just Japanese for Day 1 edition, basically. Get some, this costume set plus a SteelBook. There are a lot of steelbooks on these Yakuza games. It's one of my favorite series. A little smudge there. And the artwork does look nice on steelbooks. The costume set's just a digital code, and then you always get a sticker for the Ryuga Gotoku Studio. It's the developer logo. Alright, up to November 12th. And Farming Simulator 19 Premium Edition. So what's in here is the game and a book. I guess it's an art book, but I think it also has information. So yeah, the game is just a regular case. It says manual. You know, it has controls in it, and that's about it. So yeah, it's there's stuff to read in here. It's not just artwork. It's a map. I guess it tells you about the equipment. So it's fairly lengthy too. Alright, the last game released on December 10th. I'm going to show 2 of these, and I don't need all 3, but I've got all 3 here. Of course, Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, this game's had a lot of controversy because the console versions do not run well. I didn't bother trying these. The video I recorded for the channel is the PC version. But these There's a difference between the consoles and the PC version, which is why I'm showing both. The consoles are identical except for the way the case works, but that's just the difference between, you know, Xbox and PlayStation cases. Xbox cases, pull it back in the frame here, are thinner, so for both discs, there's two discs, an install, a play disc, I believe. So Xbox stacks them, whereas PlayStation just get another tray in here. And in here are stickers, just getting started / ad for their store, tech support, a little letter from the development team. Then within the slipcover are your bonus items. So you get a map, poster map. I'll turn it this way, even though it's sideways now, but it's really large. World Compendium, which this just tells you a bit about the world Night City is in, the time period, I guess, some artwork. Now this is something not in my PC version. I don't know if that's just an oversight or it's only in the console version. Probably is because of Warner Brothers being the distributor. These come with a 30-day trial of HBO Max. There's a code on the back of this. And then, you know, this is already ripped pretty much. This piece of paper that holds these together. They're postcards. Try not to rip it the whole way, but probably should just pull this because it's already about ripped. Oh, looks like it might have a little damage. Different sites from Night City. Okay, so the PC version has pretty much one or two, I guess you could say, variances. It has all the same stuff except maybe that HBO Max code. I don't know if mine was just missing it or it doesn't have that. But what it has instead of game discs is a soundtrack. So if you buy the console version, you get discs to play off of. PC version, complete digital download. But you get a 2-disc soundtrack. So not only does the PC version play better, if you don't care about having a physical disc, you get more in it. Let's just go out of the thing. And then it comes with, well, I already redeemed the code, but it just comes with a code on a plastic card to redeem. But it's all the same stuff otherwise. So that is it for Q4 2020. Thanks for watching.